Hi, my name is Raquel. I'm a lead naturalist at the Environmental Nature Center. We are starting a series of videos called Pollination Parade. The first video was our Facebook Live that I did last Wednesday that was all about different types of pollinators. So these videos will continue throughout the week and weeks to come, and they'll be on our Facebook and they'll be all about pollinators. And we also will have lesson plans to go along with these videos on our website at encenter.org. So the video that we're going to have today is all about different types of pollinators that I've observed out in the wild and the different adaptations that they have to help them pollinate different plants. The first pollinator we're going to look at is probably our most well-known pollinator, the European honeybee. And you can see that honeybee is trying to collect nectar and pollen from a flower, and they have very fuzzy bodies that get covered in pollen as they're going through from flower to flower, so that pollen gets transferred. And they're also very small, so they're able to get inside all different types of flowers and help pollinate many different species of flowers. That's why we could say that they are the most efficient pollinators we have. Our next pollinator is a native bumblebee. They have large, fuzzy bodies, and they have a special adaptation where they beat their wings very fast, and it causes the pollen to shoot out of the flower and stick to their fuzzy body, and we call this sonication. And this is how they get their name, bumblebee. Now we're going to talk about some pollinators that are not bees. So here we have the very popular Monarch Butterfly, and butterflies move pollen by traveling from flower to flower drinking nectar, and some of that pollen sticks to their bodies. Some butterflies even have a special adaptation where the pollen will stick to their proboscis, and then they're able to move the pollen in that way and also get nutrients from the pollen. Here we have the very tiny hoverfly, and these hoverflies are able to get into small flowers to drink pollen and nectar and help move the pollen of those tiny flowers. And they actually mimic honeybees. They're black and yellow, and the difference though is that their bodies are shiny, and also their wings are in twos instead of fours. The last pollinator we're going to look at today is wasps. So here we have a paper wasp, and the adults drink nectar. So as they go from flower to flower drinking nectar, some pollen will stick to their bodies. As you can see, pollinators come in all shapes and sizes. Next time you see a pollinator on a flower, I want you to look at its body and think about what adaptations does it have to help move pollen to help flowers make seeds and fruit. Thank you for watching this educational video brought to you by the Environmental Nature Center. Please consider donating at encenter.org.